Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of our Link's Awakening Let's Play. Last episode we made our way through Eagle's Tower, and finally took it down after the entire episode stumbling through the maze of its corridors and different rooms. It was a very, very confusing dungeon, so if you're a little stuck on it, I definitely recommend going back and checking that previous episode. We got through it pretty efficiently. I didn't get as lost as I thought I was going to. Thankfully, probably due to my multitude of notes I had next to me on it because I knew how difficult it was going to be. Hello, buddy. With that being said, today we're actually going to start working our way towards our next main dungeon. There's not really a whole lot of time between these two. Is that where I wanted to go? Yes. So we're actually going to be heading back towards the left of the Tal Tal mountain range. We went there a few episodes ago. Oh, got a piece of wire. You know what? Actually, hold on. There's one other thing I want to do, and now might be a good time to do it. We'll still be heading there a little bit later today, but first let's step outside. Pull out Mambo's Mambo. And there's one thing that while going through our inventory in between episodes, I noticed I missed, and it took me a while to figure out exactly what it was, but it is right over here. It's not related to the dungeon building, don't worry, although we're going to be getting back to that quite soon. We've got a lot to do there. But it's a little bit south of Dompe's shack. It should be right down here, I believe. Ooh, can't get through there, I guess. For a little sword, let's swing through here, not get hit by these two crows. There we are. Maybe just take them out. Might be easier. Okay, now we're getting hit. Now we're losing parts. Yeah, there we go. Secret seashell somewhere over here. I think like here. Here? Yeah, there we go. And that, we're getting close to the end of this. I think today, let me check how many we have. Yeah, we have one more, and I know where it is, and we are actually going to be heading there today. You know what? We won't warp. We'll walk right up. We're just going to Dompe's shack, which is, of course, right up here, so it's not a big deal at all. We got to work our way back up into the mountains, which is a little annoying. But realistically, this is probably the fastest way to get to where we want to go. Let's take you out, as well as you. Oh, I forgot we can reflect them now with our shield. With our mirror shield, which is very nice. Got that last episode in that dungeon. Again, if you missed that, one, you have to go do it for the story. But, you know, you got a few fun things, including that shield in that dungeon. So, definitely recommend it. Let's sneak on over here. You'll actually also need the shield to get to this next dungeon area. So while some of the stuff we're going to grab, you can do otherwise, I definitely just recommend going and taking on Eagle's Tower, if for whatever reason you skipped it. So let's go down here. We've done this puzzle plenty of times. It's kind of second nature at this point. Let's dash down here, take down all these little keys, and of course those little choo-choos. Of course, we've been here. We got that heart piece that was over there a while ago. We also grabbed that treasure chest. I can't remember exactly what it was in. I think it was just like rupees, if I'm remembering correctly. Don't think it was a heart piece or anything super useful, but, you know, whatever. Rupees are nice. Now, here we are. How do we get... Oh, we have to go up. That's right. Well, also, if you remember, I think it was last episode's last time we saw it, we had a little chicken friend, and he's a little gone now. We don't have him following us around anymore, but we'll stop by where he is, because I got a little idea where he stowed off. Let's go right up here into this little place with the little chicken on the roof, and... there he is. Ooh, finally, the flying rooster is the greatest. There he is. He's found a new little friend, so we're all good. We can get on out of here. But don't worry if you're a big chicken fan. He's found a nice little home. Let's hook shot over there. Oh, it looks like it's Marin. Somebody help. Hey, Link. Some monsters put me up here. What should I do? I'm afraid of heights. We can very easily hook shot over. Grab her. There we go. Wow. Or yow, that was a surprise. Link, thank you. Say, Link. I don't know how to say this, but... Marin! Huh? Taryn? Never mind. I gotta go. Alright, well, see ya. Just gonna jump down the little ledge there? Very slowly, it seems. They're really letting us watch her walk away, I guess. There she goes. Oh, looks like we're getting a visit from our owl friend. He never really leaves us alone, it seems. But most of the time he's pretty helpful, so that's alright. Hoot, that girl sang her song in front of the egg. Her Ballad of the Windfish is a song of awakening. Did she actually intend to wake the windfish? The next siren's instrument is in the west. Play your melody so the unliving stones might hear. Show your courage. The windfish waits for you. Hoot. There he goes. Kind of ominous that the music's not playing right now. There it is. Those pounding drums. Let's head down this little staircase right here. Should be able to sneak on over here, take these keys out, take out a little beetle too, and jump down here. Again, we've been here once before, but we didn't have the tools we needed to get to where we were going. So hook shot across here. We've got some new areas open to us, and also a little secret or two that I actually think I missed. So I'm glad where we get to backtrack here, get a nice little reminder as to what I forgot to grab. Let's go this way. Hopefully dodge these rocks, although if I get hit once or twice, it's not that big of a deal. Let's preferably not, though, so we can keep our little sword beam. Oh, doing pretty good. There we go, there we go. Nope, we're still gonna get hit. Nope. We made it, okay. Anyway, pick up this rock. You'll find a nice little staircase underneath. Okay, I was trying to take that mold room down, but sit on these stairs right here, and this is a very familiar looking room. So let's walk on up here, grab our magic powder, and hey kid, you woke me up from a fine nap. Thanks a lot, but now I'll get my revenge. Are you ready? Fine, I'll let you have more arrows. You ready? Yeah, go ahead. You deserve it. Now look at all the junk you have to carry. Take care. See you again. And now we can carry more arrows. Quite the curse. Unfortunately, that is, I believe, our last visit from the Mad Batter, so he's your favorite character. I apologize, but he's not coming around that much anymore. Let's jump down here now, though. We've been here again once before. If you didn't grab it, there's a little heart piece you can grab by going over here. Of course, we did. It'd be like right there on that ledge, so I'd definitely recommend grabbing that if you missed it before. But for us, we're going to head right up into this cave right here. And if you remember, we went in here once before, and there is a nice little flamethrower coming out of the wall. Luckily, with the mirror shield, we can now hold it out, fight against the fire, and sneak on out. And now we can get where we haven't before. So let's head over this way and lift up this little rock right here. We got a nice little warp point. As you can see, we can use it to kind of, warp around to wherever we want to go, whether it be Dombe, Shack, Mumbo, Spawn. We've unlocked a few of these before, but let's get rid of the little rock. And the end of a long adventure we've been on this whole time. Get out your shovel and grab that guardian acorn. Dig up this spot right here. And that's the last secret seashell. Very nice. We did just find a warp point. So no time like the present to go turn this in at the Seashell Mansion and grab our rewards. Let's warp there real fast. And then, of course, we can warp right back here after, so it's not a big deal at all. But this is a long journey we've been on, collecting all these different seashells, so I'm glad we're finally done with it. It's definitely been a long one, been a very tedious one, having to check under every rock, every little place, but let's drop all these off. Taking its time filling up the little seashell goo, I guess. There it is. You have discovered every secret. Proof is in the seashells you hold. I acknowledge the perseverance it took. May fortune bless you wherever you roam. My task here is finished. We get a bunch of rupees and a little present. I definitely are going to pick up those rupees so they don't disappear, but let's open this present, and we get a chamber stone. Now, at first you might be like, oh man, chamber stone, whatever, it's a single chamber. That chamber stone actually lets you get a lot of rupees in the dungeons. I definitely recommend picking that up if you're planning on 100% in this game, because a little bit later things start to get a little expensive in the shop. And by having that chamber stone, you can very easily farm rupees while getting the chamber dungeons done. It's a very nice thing to do. We'll definitely be using that quite a bit a little later once we start going back to the chamber dungeon stuff and cleaning up the loose ends that we have there. For now, though, let's head back to the Tal Tal mountain range, back to the little warp point we just unlocked, take down these little, I don't know what those enemies are called. I don't know. Weird little guys. Let's walk on over here. Not get hit by you. He's got his little friend, too. Let's take him out before he becomes a problem. There we are. And there's this weird little rock. Definitely recommend getting an ocarina and getting the Frog Song of Soul. Looks like we made a friend. Well, more accurately, the opposite. This is our next little enemy we have to fight. It's kind of like a mini-boss. Should have equipped my bombs first. The interesting thing about this mini-boss is it can actually only be damaged by the bombs. He can be stunned by running into the wall with this little attack he's about to do right here, but weirdly enough, you actually do damage to him without stunning him. If you're accurate with your bomb placings, you don't even need to actually stun him. I think that might be good. Nope, not quite. But you can actually hit him even when he's not in this little stun place, you can kind of place a bomb where his head is, or more accurately where it's hopefully going to be, and you can deal a bit of damage to him. That might be good. Nope, not quite. Let's place a little bomb there. That's definitely good. Perfect. Only got, I think, one or two more. Can we damage him yet with our sword? Yeah, we can. Okay, so don't need the bombs anymore. And once you reach this point in the fight, you can hit him with your sword. And with our damage output, this shouldn't be too long, especially because you can use the Rock's Feather and jump up and grab him when he's kind of looking at you. Although we're losing a little bit of hearts, but we're all good. We took him down. That's not that big of a deal. And there we go. Got a fairy for our troubles. Definitely going to grab that. Get a few hearts back. Let's re-equip our hook shots so we don't waste any more bombs. And in here is actually our next dungeon. we got to it very, very quickly. But for now, we're actually not going to do that quite yet. This episode, I've got some other things planned. Next episode, we'll definitely start looking into taking on that dungeon. For now, we're going to head to the Yukuku Prairie and head into Mabe Village. I actually don't know for sure if there's a new figurine we can grab, but I thought I'd check real fast. There's also one other thing I forgot to do last time we were here. Which unfortunately for myself and more specifically my thumbs, is fishing related. So if you didn't like the fishing video game, bad news for you. You got to come back to it. I completely forgot about one tiny last thing in it. Let's dash down here though. Go check the trendy game real fast and see if we can get ourselves a new figurine or anything else special. Of course, there won't be any more seashells. We've got them all, but yeah, looks like we do have a new figurine. I was hoping so. Let's play. There we are. Let's move the crane. Got that big piranha plant statue. Now, in my personal playthrough, grabbing this piranha plant statue actually proved to be a whole lot of trouble. So I'm hoping it won't be. It'll be different here. That actually looks incredible. Grab it. Grab it. Maybe not. Nope. And of course, it's still kind of on the moving platform. It's going to be shifting around a little bit. This is, I'd say, without a doubt, the hardest figurine to grab. So if you can grab this, definitely consider yourself a trendy game master. Is that going to be grabbed by the moving platform? A little bit, but not a whole lot. So let's just... I definitely recommend grabbing it by the head. It seems to be the easiest part to actually grab. Oh, the pot isn't horrible either. That didn't go down all the way. That's totally not going to do anything. Yeah, awesome. Except knock that rupee over, I guess. It might be good to maybe try to grab the stem. Is maybe what I'm putting my money on now. We might as well try. Challenge, yep. Luckily, we're kind of rolling in rupees right now, and even if not, if you need a little refresh, you can definitely grab that little purple rupee right there. Let's maybe go for the pot in like the little stem area. That's totally going to hit the pot, though, too early. Yeah, that's not going to do anything either. Okay, or maybe it's going to push it back onto the moving platform and make it substantially more difficult to grab. How do we go about doing this? We'll try again, yeah. We're going to keep going until we get this thing. Even if it takes us the rest of the episode. That's definitely not going to do anything. It's going to hit the pot before anything else. It might be good to kind of leave and refresh the piranha plant at this point. Yeah, I think that might be a good idea. To kind of leave the building, come back, and it'll be back up on that moving platform. Yeah, that's definitely a good call. So, no, not yet. But don't worry, we're going to come back in. We're just going to give you an opportunity to set it back up. Trendy game guy. So let's exit the building real fast. Go back into the building. It's a good to see you, dude. It's been a while. Let's play the trendy game. Yep. How do I want to do this? I think I kind of want to catch it coming this way, if that makes sense. Yeah. I think that's what we'll do. I think I went a little too far to the side, but that's kind of okay, because we're kind of... Yeah, it's just... As long as we kind of knock it over is kind of what I'm going for here. That looks actually moderately good. Absolutely not. Although its mouth is kind of out in the open now. And it's... getting slowly pushed off the moving platform, which is nice. Again, I'd say the mouth of the piranha plant is the part that's easiest to grab. And it looks moderately stationary right now. At least the mouth is. So that makes it slightly easier, I'd say. Although that claw at the top left... Oh, that shift really helped us, I think. That looks really good. I think we got it. Yeah, we definitely did. There we go. Oh, it looked for a second like it wasn't getting on the conveyor belt. I was about to get a little mad. But we got it. We're all good. Right? Okay. No, we're all right. There we are. Let's go grab that. Perfect. You got a piranha plant figure. You know, the flower that pops out from the pipes. Of course I know where the piranha plant is. Let's get out of here, though. And I think I already know exactly where this thing wants to go. Which I believe is right up here. In Marn and Tarn's house. Yeah, right over here, I believe. Perfect. Let's place that down. I think we've got one, I think just one more figurine left to get, but we won't be able to get that for a little while. So if you're looking to complete the figurines, we've got all we can for now. And with that being said, let's head on up to the watering hole. And I'm going to try to show you guys something cool here. I pointed out last time we were at the watering hole that if it glows, it means you've got a rarer fish. Notice it wasn't glowing there. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to try to kind of work that system. We're going to go in and out of this little building down here until it glows, just so I can kind of demonstrate to you guys exactly what I meant when I said that. Let's head on up here now. Please be glowing. It might take a time or two. It might take a little bit, but it shouldn't be too long. It's not ridiculously rare at all. And it does make catching those bigger fish and more difficult fish substantially easier, because if you see that glow, you know that they're going to be there, and you don't need to catch a fish to kind of clear them out of the way. When I was trying to... There's the glow. Perfect. So we can be absolutely sure that one of the rare fish, whether it be the cheap, the... what's it called? The blooper, or the one we're looking for, which is the one that's there, although it looks a little tiny, is present. So that fish down in the bottom left is Old Baron. It's the biggest fish you can find in this this fishing hole, and we actually, I found it out, need one of a certain size to get the last little thing we can get from this. I don't think this one's the right size, but I might as well check. You know, it doesn't hurt. And even if it's not, catching Old Baron gives you a substantial amount of rupees, which will definitely be useful a little later. Let's see if we can get it to grab our lure, and it looks like it's latched on there. It's definitely a bit of a pain to grab, so if you hear me button mashing a second, I apologize. Definitely takes a little bit of effort. Gonna hurt my thumb probably a bit again. Come on. I guess you guys didn't really hear me struggle catching them last time because I was a post-commentary type situation. But it definitely wasn't easy to catch the blooper or the cheap, and this guy is, I wouldn't say harder, but pretty comparable. He definitely takes, like, him snapping the line is probably less common, but him fighting back is pretty consistent. So there he is. That's Old Baron. I think that's big enough. So we get 100 rupees. So we got, okay, yep, we got the Chamber Stone, and was it big enough? No, it wasn't. Okay, so if Old Baron is big enough, you'll actually get 2 Chamber Stones for catching him. Unfortunately, ours wasn't. So we're going to need to leave. It's still glowing, so let's talk to him again and see if maybe there's an Old Baron back. If not, it might be a good idea to just kind of leave and, no, there's not. So let's leave and then kind of refresh the area. See if we can get Old Baron back. It might be, since we already caught him, it's going to stay like that. So maybe let's just refresh and see if it's still glowing. I think the size you need is like, I want to say 60 inches, which is not super big. I mean, it's not common, I'll say. But notice that the one we caught was 57, and that was, you know, not super easy. So I'm curious if this glow is like the same one. No, there we go. We got Old Baron back. That one looks to be around the same size, but we were pretty close with him last time. So let's see if we can catch ourselves Old Baron. Again, there's that cheap. There was the blooper last time. So if you're having a little trouble finding those, I definitely recommend using the glowing method. I actually didn't know about it until last time we were here. I saw the pond glowing when we left, and I was curious, and I looked into why, and of course it was because of the rare fish here. Oh, okay, got his attention. This one actually does look kind of big. Okay, we got it hooked. I recommend with Old Baron fighting back just a tiny bit when he starts to fight back, but not a lot. You can kind of start hearing the tension in your line when it starts to get a little close to breaking, and once you start hearing that, definitely stop fighting back. That looks pretty good. How big are you, Old Baron? There we go. 110 rupees, and of course we get that second Chamber Stone. Very nice. Didn't even need to do any post-commentary for that. We got Old Baron real fast. We actually got 2, so got a nice chunk of rupees, got the last 2 Chamber Stones we can get out of fishing. And with that being said, let's warp on back to our next dungeon location, just so we're ready for next episode when we're actually going to head there and hopefully take it on. I know I said last time we took on a dungeon that it was probably the hardest in the game. That's because I'd forgotten about this one. This next dungeon is, without a doubt, the most confusing, the most non-linear, and the most just like genuinely difficult dungeon in the entire game. If you do not have a good amount of hearts, if you do not have the secret medicine, if you do not have a good set of fairies or some upgrades to your bows and bomb and secret powder storage even, I definitely recommend following this guide. Even if you do, this dungeon can be very confusing, and you definitely need to prepare for it, this dungeon specifically, more than any other dungeon in the game. That being said, I'm going to keep hyping it up. Next episode, we're going to get right into Turtle Rock, the next dungeon, and take it on, hopefully taking it out, although one episode might be a little tough for this dungeon, but we'll see. So again, thank you guys so much for watching this episode. Make sure to prepare for Turtle Rock next episode. And again, thank you for watching. Have a good day.